first?
From where I can start. Normally I'm Bulgarian. I was living till my 15 in Bulgaria, but after I moved to Belgium, I lived in Brussels till now June actually, and I just decided to move here because Mindya, it's the village of my grandparents, the side of my mom, and I was always connected with this place. I passed all my childhood here, so for me it's a very special place. And
it's like more like idea of back to the roots.
Exactly, it's a little bit. It's actually exactly how I can say it. Yes, it's. I just felt like my roots are just calling me back.
Yeah.
So it was a hard decision, but once you take it, everything just comes right, and you feel it right.
Yeah, with the flow it goes.
Yeah. Otherwise, in Belgium, I studied art. I did my bachelor there with painting, but also like some other stuff. It's more like contemporary art. But after I did some other stuff, like a lot of diploma. But like 2 years ago, I found something that I really like. It's more like alternative medicines. So I'm practicing Reiki, I'm practicing reflexology and massages.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
that's
so that's why that was the idea also to come back here and bring all my knowledges in the village. So yeah, that's a little bit of me. A lot of stuff actually, like gardening. I love it.
Good.
Yeah, my house, like the house we are living, we have a big garden. So when I have free time, I'm just going. You know, it's like a meditation. You just go, you grow some stuff, and you're weeding and.
Is it most likely vegetables or like flowers and trees?
Everything like flowers, fruits, vegetables. It's not like my grandparents, like I'm still starting, but it's a nice process. Also, I'm like still drawing. My way of drawing, it's more when I feel it, I just sit and I draw, and I'm not thinking before what I'm going to draw, what I'm going to use. I just sit,
The colors.
feel my inspiration, and just do it. So yeah, that's something I like to do too. You know, like walking. It's also a meditation for me. Some, you know, like going with some friends, also just around, do some tracks. Bulgaria has an amazing nature.
Yeah, it does. It's
So
very
that's-
good for hikers as
Yeah.
well. And yeah, myself, I'm a hiker as well, and I'm like
Well, you
planning to go for some hiking,
Nice.
and especially I want to try in winter as well, because if there is snowy mountains, because in Armenia also we have it. I want to see what it looks like in winter from the top
in
places.
Bulgaria.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna discover this because when I moved, I was 15, so I don't really know those places in Bulgaria. So for me, it's gonna be also something new. So I'm going to discover it too.
Like challenge.
Yeah. So how I discovered it, I lived in New Zealand for 2 years and a half, and there I discovered all those spiritual stuff actually. And there I found a woman who was doing Reiki and meditation and yoga, and I just went there for a week just for meditation. And one of the meditation was with Tibetan bows. And we were just laying down, and she was putting those bows on you. I was like, what is this?
So vibration, yeah.
What is this?
I want to try it, and it's like I've been interested in it as well because the sounds and vibration. Once I heard, I want to buy one for me even, and it was like I want to try it. You know,
If you
I want to
feel
go
it, you
somewhere,
should.
and I want some person to do the session for me, and I need to feel it because I've seen like everybody has
Is it
some
a
that
request from me or
for the future, of course. So yeah, and yeah, I want to feel it because I've seen like many people are when they go one time they always want to continue and they always have that wow feedback from after it. So I
if
wanna
you feel it, you
vibration
should.
and makes
They
me
feel
interested.
it.
You should definitely try it then if you really feel it from inside. So yeah, it's very powerful tool. So once I tried there, I was like, I'm going to buy it. And it was my 30th anniversary at that moment. So I asked all my family to collect some money for me, and then that was my gift.
Yeah, they are
And that's
quite
how I
expensive,
started. I started to try. It's not easy, but it was like a hobby. So I started trying and asked some people to come to lay down to try on them. What do you feel? Do you feel something?
In the beginning, it was hard, but I think now it's easy for you.
Not all the time. Not all the time. Sometimes, you know, it depends of your energy. It depends of the energy
the
of the
mood
other
and the
people. Sometimes the
around
crystal
you.
balls sing very well. Sometimes it doesn't sound very well, or very low, or very high.
Yeah.
So you really have to adjust. But it's amazing. So after I discovered the crystal balls, so I bought some crystal balls. And when I came here in Mindya, I also brought it the first time, and I tried with some friends. There is a very special place here in Mindya. I don't know if they told you, Ubrochnia Kamak. They told you about Rosen probably told you.
Yes, we need to visit that there as
Definitely.
well.
So this is the place where last time with the other guys we organized the meditation, and this place I really feel like it's very powerful, and all the like the sound, it's so great. So I left the first time when I came back here with the bows, I left it here because of this place, because it was singing so well. I was like, I'm not going to take them back in Belgium. It doesn't feel right there. And now, like this summer, I did probably more than 10 sessions with people from India, mostly friends of mine. But friends saying to friends, and then sometimes we're like 9 people, 10 people, or 5 or less.
That's great.
But
I wanted to
really
ask you
cool.
like how the community understands and accepts your hobbies and your like style of living and interests. So, but now you answered. They are very interested.
My friends are much more open, so it's step by step. Some of the people now when I see, because I know a lot of people from the village, from my childhood, but still they still discover me as someone who is doing this. They know me as a kid, or the kid who went living in Belgium, and they don't know what I'm doing that much, not that deep.
So it's like you are a new person, and they are interested in what person you have become, kind of.
Yeah, I'm going to the shop, and then somebody is coming and saying, I have a question for you. Like, tell me. I heard you're doing massages.
Something interesting for them.
Here in Mindya, I think we start to create those, like with friends. We started to talk about, okay, do you want to make this? Do you want to do this? So it started creating, but there is not like okay, we have this community of spiritual community or art community. It's much more like with groups, with friends. Now somebody is starting here to doing yoga. So it starts. But those community you can much more find it in Veliko Tarnovo. There you have everything.
Yeah, you have more options
There
there.
you have much more options and much more people, but also we kind of try to connect with the other villages, which are from Mindya to Veliko Tarnovo. There is like 4 or 5 villages. Like so there are people who are very interested with those spiritual stuff. So or we have dances, like traditional dances here. So people from Kapinovo, the village next to us, are coming here. So I think it starts. Like when I studied art, exhibitions. Yeah, we did exhibitions when we had to present some work, and it wasn't a very a nice memory for me because it's something that you must do. And that's it. But here in Mindya, once I came back from New Zealand, I draw a lot there because I had time and I had inspiration. And when I came back, I just decided to exhibit here in the village, and was much more powerful. And you do it for you, but you also do it for a community, you know.
Yeah.
So it's much more interesting and in much more emotions. I don't know. It's nice. That was here in Mindya, but also I did it at my native town, Veliko Tarnovo.
Yeah.
In a very special place. You probably know it. It's Tam.
Yeah. In the first place that
Yes.
we came to Bulgaria, my first place was going to Tam.
We need them.
It's very it's a very nice place, and there because I know a friend who is working there, and she said just come and we're gonna do the exhibition there. And I was like, oh, okay, why not? I wasn't that inspired from the beginning, but I was saying I'm going to organize it for the family and people, friends who wanna come. Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be a very tiny event. And then I was shocked because like 70 people came.
Yeah.
Somebody heard, the Belgian artist and blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, okay, that's
That's
you
nice.
know, it's doing like this to your ego, you know, like woohoo. Not to wait, just I give them my courage, and if you really feel it, don't even think about it. Just come,
Just come.
come, and you're gonna feel if it's the right choice after.
Yes.
But normally, if you feel it already inside and you want it, but you kinda, you know, your fears are coming and say, but what about the money, or what about this, and what about that? Yeah, we all have fears, but it doesn't mean it's not the right thing. You just have to, you know, try at least, and then you see. Because I had the same questions before, and I was like waiting. But at one moment I came and I was like, I feel great, and everything is coming.
Don't wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Just come
don't wait,
and
do it.
try.
Yeah.
Do